Hey lads, welcome to another episode of the Blunder Run. We've got the black pieces today, and we're at 827. He's played the move e4, and so this is a Caro Kann. c6 is on the board, and we're going to be playing d5 on move 2, no matter what move he plays. This is a very easy opening to learn. You just get your pieces onto the same squares generally. He's captured, so this has become the exchange Caro Kann. So we've taken the pawn back, and the squares that we want to get our pieces to, let's just mark them. The knight comes to c6, this knight comes to f6, the bishop comes to e7 or d6. Sorry, let me just keep marking this. And then the bishop here comes out to g4. You can kind of do this in any real order. It's not a big deal. Obviously, we don't put the bishop here yet because the queen can take us. So we'll start with a move knight to f6, but it doesn't really matter which knight you do first. Bishop's coming here probably next, or the knight move. Obviously, if they attack our king, we would play the knight. Here, we're just going to pin. I actually prefer pinning the knight to the queen because playing this move, it invites them to pin us. And I really don't like when their bishop and their queen come to this diagonal. I feel like those Caro Kanns are more difficult for me. So if you're ever able, it's often, I think, a little easier to just put your bishop out on g4 first. Now, we've pinned this, but he's attacked us. The question is, do we take this knight or do we retreat? And I have a very simple rule in the exchange Caro Kann. And the rule is, if they have a knight on c3 or a bishop on b5, then we take the knight. If they don't have a knight here or a bishop here, then we're just going to pull back. But they have a knight here, so let's take. And this will bring their queen onto this side of the board. And so their pieces are sort of split onto either half of the board. So that's good for us. Okay, we can play knight c6 and attack this pawn, but that invites the pin immediately. Probably not a big deal. I'm just going to play e6 first. This pawn needs to probably just be doubly defended. It is defended twice here, so it doesn't really matter which move you do first here. Again, these moves can really happen in any order, but closing off the pawn chain after the bishops come out is generally what you want to go for. So we've just closed it off. I know that we haven't really made any mistakes yet. He's castled long, and now we probably can go knight c6, or we can castle ourselves. This is where I start to have a little bit of a think, because our opponent has done some strange things. Most times when you play the Caro Kann, people castle this way. But with this king here, I'm really thinking about getting a rook to c8 and lining up against that king. But also I'm thinking about castling. Also, maybe the rook could come to the b file if the b file opens up. I'll start with knight c6. Don't think there's too many decisions here that need to be made. I don't think there's too much. Again, there's not too much differences in just getting our pieces placed. He's captured, we recapture. We don't want to capture the pawn because we're going to castle this way. And right now there's two attackers on this pawn. So he's only defending it once. So he really needs to make sure he defends this. And he hasn't defended, which means we can actually take. Now, do we take with a knight or do we take with the pawn or with the bishop? If we take with knight, this check, we take, and that's fine. Our queen comes here. It's probably fine taking with knight. It's probably fine taking with bishop. Taking with bishop here. I think both are fine. I'm going to take with the knight simply because it attacks his queen. And I want to make his queen move. You know, it's always good to force your opponent to move pieces multiple times. Now, again, this move would be scary, but we can just recapture. Now, if we do move the king, this piece is in danger and this piece is in danger, but this one's defended. So yeah, I'm just going to go here. And now his knights come out to b5. I can attack the knight. And he's going to have to move it, probably move back here, and then just attack this piece. It's not defended by the pawn there because we're here, but the queen is still defending. So that's a little annoying, but not a big deal. We could start with this move, and if he takes the pawn, then we could probably win his knight. Yeah, we just come here. If I start with knight c8, does he have this move? I don't think he does. Yeah, rook c8. Where's he going to go? He probably has to like defend this piece somehow. And we're coming here. And it's less likely for him to move this piece if he, like if we go here, he's more likely to respond to our attack of his knight. But if we go here, he might do something like move another piece, which would be a blunder. So I'm going to go here. He can't capture the pawn on a7 because his knight will be trapped. We can just go here. Okay, so his knight's trapped. We can go here, here, and then that's checkmate. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Can he take the rook? No, he can't. Yeah. So we just go here because we're threatening checkmate and we're threatening his knight. So if he takes our rook, checkmate's on the board. And I don't know. I kind of played that in a sort of weird order, but it was to sort of induce him to take this pawn or to not defend his knight. You know, maybe we would have gone here. Maybe if I'm playing a higher opponent, I might have just done the regular order. I don't know. I might have played it this way too, though. Okay, so now we're in a position where he's defended his king from being checkmated, which is what he needed to do. He's also defended his knight on a7. So this is a very good move. However, we can attack this piece because it's not allowed to move right now. It's pinned. If it moves, then we take the queen. So I think I can just go here. Does he have a check? He does. But that check doesn't bother me because, again, he has to defend b2. Also, can we do anything else crazy? Could we go here? Like bishop e7, he can move up with check. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here. And again, this knight could move here. We could take it. Okay, so he's just checked. If we go this way, he actually gets out with check and wins our rook. So we have to be a little aware of that. But I think just moving the king to one of these squares, I mean, here or here. Obviously, we can't go here because of this. So here or here. He's going to go with the check, and then I'm just going to keep moving over. I think we'll just go to f8. This is fine. He's going to lose this this knight, and also checkmate's threatened. So he might have forgotten about that. So he's probably going to go back to a3. Has to defend checkmate. Maybe he pushes up. Okay, he doesn't. We could go here now. And then maybe his queen moves. We just take here. We can also just move the king again. I think both moves are fine. I like keeping this threat, though. So let's try to keep that threat. Just move the king again. This looks good. And maybe he'll want to, I don't know, like, is there some way that he could get to like one of these squares on the back rank? You know, come here and here. I don't think there is any way. So everything's looking fine. We're just going to take this knight on the next move. We'll see how he responds here. Kind of a strange opening. You know, I don't think I've really seen this before. But again, the exchange Caro Kann, you're generally doing the same sort of squares for your pieces. Yeah. It's just not common that people castle queenside. It kind of gives us an easy target, you know, we're just going for checkmate. I don't see a good move for my opponent. I think he's just going to lose his queen if he moves that knight, and he's just going to lose his knight if he does anything else. Maybe rook here. Rook here. We take. He hits our queen. We can just take queen. He takes our queen. It's a trade of pieces. Might be okay. Maybe rook here. We take. He goes here. We could just move the queen over. Both are fine. Okay, so he's stopping the checkmate threat. Now his queen can move freely. But I think we just capture here. Or do we capture here to threaten this? Both are pretty good. His queen's going to come here regardless. So his queen's going here on the next move. So do we want to go here? Take, take. I don't really like that. Let's try to keep the queens on. We'll keep the attack going. So queen's coming here. Do we just take this pawn? Might be okay. We can't go here. We can maybe go here if he takes. This is check. And here, and that's mate. I mean, this is interesting. This is threatening checkmate in one. Oh, wait, did I just blunder? Wait, he can block with the queen. Oops. I just blundered. That was a really dumb move. I'm so sorry, everyone. Yeah, so here he can just come back with the queen. That was really stupid. I can't believe I just did that. But that's fine. You know, this is a blunder run. Sometimes we throw in silly moves occasionally. Okay, so he didn't take it. Wow. So here, check. He comes up. Okay, so nothing's really working. We can go here and threaten checkmate. I think this looks all right. But yeah, this is a huge blunder. We should not have done that. That's probably a losing position. I can't believe I just did that without double checking. I just didn't double check the queen block. So you do need to make sure you, anytime you go for something crazy like that, just make sure you've double, triple checked. And I did not do that. So that was really bad. Okay, so maybe he's going to try to remove my queen as a defender of the rook. Am I worried? Looks like this is what he's going for. I think he can keep going for this. So maybe taking here was bad too. I should have just taken with the rook. Like, just making a lot of really stupid decisions here. So yeah, this is his best move. And as soon as he does that, what are we going to go for? I guess we can check here. He takes. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, we're able to get out of all this danger that we've created for ourselves with a simple check here. And I do believe that is checkmate. So we got a little fortunate there. But don't play like me. But do play the opening like me. Let's jump into the review, see how we did. This review is going to make a lot of fun of me. You're going to see at the end here, it's going to be really bad. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we are actually never losing. We did miss a mate in two. Okay, so we made one mistake and one miss. I'm actually a bit shocked by this review. I thought I played a lot worse than I did. But let's have a look here. So every move here in the opening is totally fine. All these moves are very good. Okay, yeah. So I was saying, I think this is the way I would normally play, and he's just going to go back probably. Maybe he would have blocked with a queen. And then I could have just castled and just played solid. That's probably the way I should play. However, I thought this was more interesting because it allows him to blunder. And we give this check, or brilliant move, because we're going to deliver checkmate. And also we're sacking our rook. So his best move was to take our bishop, which is crazy because he actually gets two pieces for it. But his knight is trapped. So we actually get a piece back there. So we'd be totally winning, just be up a rook, or up a queen for a rook. Okay, anyway, go back to this moment. We just moved our king a few times, took with the rook, and yeah, this move was incorrect. So they can just simply capture here. We go here to make room for our king. And yeah, this threat just didn't work because he can simply block. So I wouldn't have wanted to do this. But yeah, I suppose here there's a mate in two. How did I miss a mate in two? Oh wait, it's just this. So he has to block with queen. I didn't even see this pawn was hanging. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. But yeah, we missed a checkmate in two. If he keeps delivering these, we can pull back to here and maybe just go here and here on the board. So not the end of the world. We were fine, but yeah, definitely didn't really like how I played that. Anyway, hope you lads enjoyed. Played with an 81.3% accuracy, and I will see you all very soon. Do check out the Patreon because there'll be more of these games on there. A lot of them are for free. Thanks so much. Bye for now.